the truth into our every thought, taking a therapeutic broom and sweeping away the lies and misbeliefs which have enslaved us, we find our lives radically changed for the happier better. It is our hope that other professionals will join us in the exciting discovery that truth as it is in Jesus is a teachable way of life which leads to wholeness, restored functioning, and freedom from neurosis. We ask the indulgence of our professionally trained readers who will find little scientific terminology in this book. We have purposely eschewed psychologies in order that all of our readers will feel comfortable with us. Recently, we completed a research project which involved follow-up calls to every client seen at the Center for Christian Psychological Services in a 6-month period. The purpose was to ascertain how well misbelief therapy, as we call it, had actually worked in the lives of the clients. The results were gratifying. 95% of the clients that had been treated at the center had improved. Not only that, but these people were able to cite specific behaviors which had changed for the better. They were enthusiastic over the treatment they had received and the results that had been obtained in their lives. That is why we feel confident in recommending that you not only read this book, but that you also put into practice the procedures it offers you for bringing about real change in your life. You will be learning skills which you will want to keep forever. 1. What is misbelief? Why do I feel the way I do? Cries the troubled person. Typically, he or she wants to put the blame on something or someone else. It's my wife. She's the one who makes me feel this way. Or, it's all my husband's fault. My job isn't satisfying me. Or, my friends are disappointing. Or, my children are a disappointment. Some people blame their problems on their church. They find fault with their pastor, complain that the people aren't friendly enough, or that everybody else in the world is a hypocrite. There's something in all of our lives we'd like to change. Nobody's life circumstances are perfect. But what are we telling ourselves about these circumstances? A few years ago, a man we'll call Jerry was a wreck of a man. He was a Christian and had believed in God most of his life. Now, however, after 15 years of marriage, he was forced to live alone, separated from his family, and facing a divorce he didn't want. He thought it was the end of the world. He was really miserable. He spent many evenings trying to anesthetize his painful feelings with liquor. He was so unhappy he wanted to die, because he just couldn't see any other way out of such sad circumstances. Finally, he decided to see a Christian psychotherapist for help. Once in therapy, he gradually began to see that his life didn't have to be over. He stopped thinking about taking his own life, and his faith in God began to stretch. He started thinking of God as a giver of good. He came to know Him in a new dimension, and little by little, his life changed. He explained it this way. One day, while I sat groveling in my sorrows, I listened to the words I had been telling myself. Things like, "Oh, what's the use? I'm all alone. Nobody loves me or cares about me. Nobody wants to be with me. I'm rejected and useless." Suddenly, I was shocked. I thought, what am I telling myself anyhow? Jerry questioned his self-talk. He recognized something radically wrong with what he had been telling himself, and realized his depression was not due to his impending divorce, but what he was telling himself about it. As a result, he began to change the sentences he said to himself. This took some hard work and determination on his part. It wasn't easy at first, but because he refused to be a chump to a pack of self-destroying lies, he taught himself to confess the truth. Instead of, "I'm a failure and no good," he said, "The marriage failed, but I am deeply loved by God. Therefore, I am important." Instead of, "I'm so lonely and miserable," he said, "I'm alone,